Hey food lovers! Welcome back to your channel. Today, we're diving into the kitchen to uncover 20 foods that should never be refrigerated. You heard that right? Keep these items out of the fridge to keep them fresh and delicious. Let's get started. First up, tomatoes. Refrigerating tomatoes can turn their juicy texture mealy and rob them of their rich flavor. They thrive at room temperature, ripening beautifully on your counter. Plus, they add a lovely pop of color to your kitchen. Trust me, you'll notice the difference in taste when you let them bask in the open air. Next, potatoes. The cold temperatures of the fridge turn the starch in potatoes into sugar, creating an unpleasant sweet taste. Store them in a cool, dark place like a pantry. And here's a tip. Keep them away from onions to avoid premature sprouting. Your mashed potatoes will thank you. Speaking of onions, they prefer to stay out of the fridge too. The moisture in the fridge makes them soft and moldy. Instead, keep them in a well-ventilated spot. Remember, onions and potatoes are not friends when stored together, so give them some space apart. Garlic is another one. Refrigeration causes garlic to sprout and lose its flavor. Store garlic bulbs in a cool, dry place, and they'll stay fresh for months. Plus, that earthy garlic aroma will give your kitchen a cozy, rustic feel. Ever put bread in the fridge? Bad idea. The cold makes bread go stale faster. If you need to store it for longer, freeze it instead. Just pop it in the toaster or oven when you're ready to enjoy it fresh again. Your sandwiches will taste way better. Honey is a natural wonder. It never goes bad, so no need for refrigeration. The cold causes it to crystallize and harden. Keep it in your pantry at room temperature, and it will stay golden and pourable forever. Sweet, right? Coffee lovers, listen up. Storing coffee in the fridge makes it absorb all the odors around it, leading to a weird-tasting brew. Keep your coffee beans or grounds in an airtight container, in a cool, dark place instead. Wake up to the perfect cup every morning. Avocados are tricky. If they're ripe, go ahead and refrigerate to slow down the ripening process. But unripe avocados? Keep them out. They need room temperature to ripen perfectly. Once they're ripe, they'll stay fresh in the fridge for a few days. Bananas belong on the counter. The fridge causes their skin to turn brown and stops the ripening process. If you have ripe bananas you can't eat right away, peel and freeze them for smoothies or baking later. No more wasted bananas. Whole melons like watermelon, cantaloupe, and honeydew should stay out of the fridge. Refrigeration dulls their flavor and texture. Once you've cut them up, then you can pop the slices in the fridge to keep them fresh. Enjoy their full, juicy sweetness. Apples can stay crispy and delicious at room temperature for a week or two. After that, if you haven't eaten them all, you can refrigerate them to extend their shelf life. But remember, fresh and crunchy apples are always more fun to munch on. Peaches and other stone fruits like plums and nectarines ripen best at room temperature. Refrigerating them before they're ripe can lead to a loss of flavor and texture. Let them ripen on the counter first for that juicy, sweet bite. Citrus fruits like oranges, lemons, and limes don't need to be refrigerated. They can last for a week or more on your counter. Plus, they add a pop of color to your kitchen. If you want them cold, just chill them briefly before eating. Surprise! Ketchup doesn't need to be refrigerated. The vinegar and preservatives keep it fresh at room temperature. So, save some fridge space and keep that bottle on the pantry shelf, ready for your next fry dip session. Olive oil solidifies and gets cloudy in the fridge. Keep it in a cool, dark place like a cupboard to maintain its smooth consistency and rich flavor. Your salad dressings and pasta dishes will thank you. Natural peanut butter can be a bit of a diva, separating if left out too long, but regular peanut butter, no need for the fridge. Keep it in your pantry for a creamy, spreadable texture every time you want a PB&J. Hot sauce enthusiasts, rejoice! Your favorite spicy condiment can stay out of the fridge. The vinegar and salt act as preservatives. Just store it in a cool, dark place, and it'll be ready to heat up your meals whenever you need. Berries are best when fresh. If you plan to eat them within a day or two, keep them out of the fridge to enjoy their full flavor. For longer storage, refrigerate, but remember to bring them to room temperature before eating for the best taste. Squash, including pumpkins, butternut, and acorn, should be stored in a cool, dry place. Refrigeration can make them mushy and flavorless. Keep them in your pantry, and they'll last for weeks, ready for your next hearty soup or roast. Fresh herbs like basil prefer room temperature. The cold air of the fridge can cause them to wilt and lose flavor. Keep them in a glass of water on your counter, like a bouquet, and they'll stay fresh and aromatic longer. And there you have it, folks. 20 foods that should never see the inside of your fridge. Keep these tips in mind, and you'll enjoy fresher, tastier meals. If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more foodie fun. See you next time.